Hi parents, let's talk number bonds. Number bonds are a math tool that we use in first grade all the time. I have children ask, or parents ask, can't they use their fingers to add or to subtract? And my answer is yes, but in a smart way. So let me explain what I mean by that. We use our fingers in a system we call, or in a skill that we call counting on. So if the question is 8 plus 7, I'm not going to hold up 8 fingers and add on 7 more fingers. I don't have that many fingers. So we're going to say the bigger one, 8, and we count up the other number. Okay. The best way for us to anchor them to this is through this number bond that I'm going to show you. Now, I hear a lot as kids are starting, I don't know how to do a number bond. I've never seen a number bond. We kind of did do number bonds. At least when I was in school, we did. It kind of was dependent on school by school, I believe, but it looked a lot like this. When we were in school, they weren't called number bonds. They were called fact families. So if it was I'm sorry, I just wrote the wrong number there. 5 and 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 minus 3 equals 2. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 minus 2 equals 3. And then down here in the house, we would write 2 plus 3 equals 5. I don't know if y'all had to do this or not, but we did when I don't even know what grade it was, but in one of my grade levels when I was a kid, we had to do these fact families. Okay, so these fact families. Now, let's take away that fancy house and put a square or a circle at each piece of the roof, and it's the same thing. Okay, so these two equal this one minus either one of these equals the other one. So we're not just working on memorizing addition facts or memorizing subtraction facts, though we do try to get there. We want them to see the connection between the 3 numbers so that they can take one number bond and use it to add or subtract those 3 numbers. So we know what a number bond is now. We know how it correlates to kind of what we did as kids. How are we teaching them to solve it? I teach them 2 things with our number bond, and it is our rules for doing addition and our rules for doing subtraction. Because you'll see as they go further in this math, the addition, and even already, the addition and subtraction, those words and those skills are very fluid. So we might be adding, but then they do missing add-ins, which is a version of subtraction. Or maybe they're doing subtraction and they leave off I can't think of the word right now, but the whole number, the main number, or the biggest number, right? So like 9 minus 3 equals 6, they leave off the 9. Well, they know then, or they have to think then, that now I have to add these together. Okay, so right now, they're mastering how to solve their number bonds. They've been working on this for quite a while. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so this is what their homework looks like. This is the setup for a missing add-in or a subtraction problem, right? So these are the parts, the 2 add-ins. And this is the whole, the sum, or if you switch it, to subtraction. So, I tell them you're never allowed to slap the whole number, never allowed to touch the whole number. Now we say slap, they can touch, it's all the same thing. But we slap the part 1, and then you count until you get to the whole number. 1, 2. Well, how many times did you count? You counted 1 time. So the answer is 1. Do it again on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we counted 3 times. Our answer is 3. Can't slap the whole number. We slap the part. 3. Well, I'm already at 3. How many fingers? 0. 8. I always tell them slap and make your fingers disappear. 8, 9, 10. We counted 2 times. 2, 3, 4. We counted 2 times. Okay. So problems that we are still seeing. I have friends who are still going, 1. No, you slap and make your finger disappear. Now we're going to see how many times we count to get to the whole. Okay. Excuse me. So this is how you complete it if it looks like this. Let me grab one for the other one is if it is missing the whole number. So if it is 2 and 3, so these are 2 parts. You can see that. Hold on just a second. There we go. So 2 parts, 2 plus 3. I tell them you're going to slap the bigger part. If you don't, if they slap the smaller, they will stop here and subtract. Slap the bigger part, 3. Make your fingers disappear and put up this many fingers. 3, 4, 5. Or they can go 3, 4, 5. And your whole number is 5. Okay, now, why the number bond? Well, the reason we do number bond is I teach some whole and parts in number bond because when we get into word problems, it becomes very confusing whether we're doing addition or subtraction. Sometimes it's very simple, but sometimes as we get further, it gets very difficult to know, am I adding or subtracting? So when we get to those word problems, we will make a number bond and I will have them decide, here's my word problem. What is my whole number? Do I know my whole number? Have they told me my whole number? And that, yeah, it's this. Okay, well, let's put that here. Well, what's the other number we know? Well, it's this. Okay, well, let's put that here. We know how to solve this. Have they told me my whole number? No. Okay, well then let's look at the other 2 numbers they did give us. Put them here. Now we know how to solve this. This, if they can solve this well, it makes the word problem transition so much easier. So much easier. So when they have that homework come home that looks like this, the main thing we're doing, especially on this homework, is we are slapping the part and stopping when we get to the whole, holding up 1 finger each number we say. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.